I'm Lucas.
And I'm Carter.
And this is CHS Today. English novelist Mary Shelley was born August 30th, 1797 in Somerstown, London. Shelley wrote the Gothic novel Frankenstein, which became her bestseller, which is still being read today. Mary is one of the first women to ever be listed under science fiction and be recognized for years to come. Mary Shelley also wrote other stories like Matilda, The Mortal Immortal, The Invisible Girl, Lodore, and The Last Man. Mary Shelley passed away February 1st, 1851 at the age of 54.
All the academic team members need to stop by JA 201 sometime before spring break. Good surprises are coming.
National Honor Society members, please check your Google Classroom. Ms. Balmer has posted an assignment that you need to complete.
The Seven Mountains Group, in partnership with Reed Health, will be giving scholarships to 2 young women graduating from CHS this year, as well as 2 young women excelling in their field of study at WCC. Please send essays and recommendation letters to Linda Fitzgerald at lsfitz@gmail.com, along with all of your contact information. Essays and recommendation letters are due before April 30th.
There will be a roundtable discussion event put on by the Striving for Change Diversity Group to be held April 27th. They are looking for 25 kids to take part in this event. It will be held at the Miller Building starting at 6 p.m. The topics of discussion will relate to diversity in and around Cartersville. If there is anybody interested, contact Mr. Leggett, who will be representing CHS.
There will be a jazz band event on April 29th from 6 to 9 in the evening at the Roberts Building in Roberts Park. The CHS Jazz Band will be playing relaxing music and there will be high-end desserts as well as drinks to choose from while you listen to the music. Tickets are $20 per person. We'll see you there.
The Sweet 16 is among us. How busted is your bracket? Let's find out.
What's up, CHS? Today I went around to see how busted your bracket is.
So I had Purdue winning, and that didn't go very well. Obviously, the first round. I mean, how do you lose to that team? But still have Houston in the final, so looking good there. But besides that, Arizona, what are you doing? Virginia, what are you doing? Just call a timeout. So, yeah, bracket's pretty bad.
Mr. Mitchell, how busted is your bracket?
Yeah, it's busted. All red. Not good.
Cody, I know we're right before the Sweet 16. How busted is your bracket?
Pretty busted. My national champion.
On this day in history in 1952, the first rock and roll concert was recorded in Cleveland, Ohio. This event was met with backlash from older citizens claiming that the music would strike rebellion in children all across the country. The concert was ended early by authorities, which only further cemented older generations' view on the new form of music that rocked the world.
In national news, President Biden is said to be establishing new national monuments in Nevada and Texas. Biden states that he intends to make the Avi Kwame, a mountain range considered sacred to Native Americans, one of these national monuments. This is stated to be in protection of scientific, historical, and cultural objects found in the area. Other monuments are being discussed are marine sanctuaries in the waters southwest of Hawaii aimed at preserving aquatic life that may be endangered.
In world news, the Paris 2024 Olympic torchbearers may not get to keep their torches as a memento due to the organizers planning to cut down on the number made in the name of sustainability. It is unclear how many torches will be created for the thousands of runners who will take part in next year's Summer Olympics. This raises concerns for many as it breaks the tradition held for hundreds of years set by the Greek citizens in the year 776 BC.
You might have noticed a new addition to the counselor's office. Let's take a look at the new member of the CHS Guidance Department.
As some of you may have noticed, we have a little furry friend walking around in the guidance area. Let's go see what that's all about.
Hello, welcome to Mrs. Bell's office, if you've never been here. We do have a dog every day at school now that pretty much hangs out in my office all day. Her name is Bimini. Her full name is Bimini Von Boulash, but you can call her Bimini or Bim or Bimmer. She answers to pretty much all of those. But she hangs out in my office pretty much every day. A lot of you have probably seen us out in the hallways already. But if anytime that you're feeling, kind of like you're having a rough day or something, come down and see us, get some pets in, and then you can go back to class. If you're someone who is allergic or doesn't like dogs, or you're just absolutely like no dog for me, if you could shoot me an email or kind of stop by or tell one of the other counselors or really tell anybody on staff that you would prefer not to be around the dog, that would be great. And then I will make sure that if we do speak that I remove her, and if you're not comfortable in my office, then we can move somewhere else. Yeah. Some do's and don'ts about the dog. Do always come and pet her, but approach her kind of slowly, especially if we're out in the halls. You know, it kind of gets overwhelming for her sometimes, but feel free to come up and pet her. Don't feed her anything unless I give you something to feed her, just so we keep her safe and healthy. Just another thing, be extra, you know, take care of all of your trash and everything. Be mindful that she's in here. We don't want her picking up, you know, anything that she shouldn't have. And if you ever have any questions or anything about the dog, come and hang out.
All right. I think she pretty much covered everything. Like, I have no questions.
No questions. All
She covered
right.
it very well. So anytime you're needing a bit of a counseling session or any loving from a dog, just go on down to Mrs. Bell's room.
Lunch for tomorrow is chicken and noodles with mashed potatoes and green beans, chicken nuggets, pulled pork, and ham and Swiss Cubano, nachos, or classic cheese pizza.
The weather today is cloudy. Will it stay this way, Jace?
I hope not. Into the 10 hour, at around 5 p.m., it's going to be about 53 degrees, and it's going to be pretty cloudy. Into 10 p.m., it's going to be pretty dark at around 44 degrees. And then into 7 a.m., it's going to be 41 degrees and remain cloudy. Apologies for this beautiful graphic not changing yesterday at the start of spring. It was too cold for us to consider it spring. Into the 3-day, at around Wednesday, we have a high of 56 and a low of 53. It's going to be pretty rainy with a 40% chance of rain. Into Thursday, it's going to get a bit worse with a 60% chance of thunderstorms and a high of 67 and a low of 47. Into Friday, it's going to calm back down a little bit with a 90% chance of rain and a high of 54 and a low of 46. That's it for weather. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Jace. Now over to Lily with the sports.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations to the following MVP and BMA winners. Girls swimming for MVP is Kaylin Martin, BMA Rux. Boys swimming MVP Owen Baker, BMA Caden Schoenfeld. Boys varsity basketball MVP Josh Williams, BMA Cody Naylor. JV boys basketball MVP Jaden Peterson and BMA Mitchell Steele. Freshman MVP Keegan Hurley and BMA Paulo Amora. Gymnastics MVP Miranda Herbert, BMA Alana Daniels. Girls varsity basketball Sarah Rubel and BMA Amy Rao. JV MVP Maddie Harrison and BMA Brenna Phelps. Wrestling MVP Orland Foster, BMA Matthew Coons. Spartanettes MVP Edie Judd, BMA Olivia Strewing. Varsity cheerleading MVP Maddie Hogger, BMA Grace Kibbe, and JV MVP and BMA Sydney Lucas. Congrats, everyone. Congratulations to the following awards winners from last night's Winter Sports Award. Blanket winners were Harley Dunaway, Jocelyn McClung, Jordan McQueen, Abigail Schwartz, and Caitlin Seeley. Clock winners were Owen Baker, Edie Judd, and Braxton Myers. The deadline for IHSAA scholarships for student athletes is Friday, March 31st. Athletes can choose from the following $1,000 scholarships: the Bobby and Kathy Cox Scholarship, the Sparks Foundation Scholarship, the David Cranfield True Hearted Teammate Scholarship, Parker Amet Unified Sports Champion Together Scholarship, and Amy Hasbrook Family Leadership Award. If you want to see more about these scholarships, please check them out before the deadline at myihsaa.net. There will be a call-out meeting for anyone interested in trying out for cheerleading for the 2023-2024 season during SRE Today. You will meet in the top of the old gym. There is no sports action for tonight. That's all I have for sports. Now back to the desk for birthdays.
Thank you, Lily. Birthdays for today are Dallas Wilson, Evan McCarty, Alexis Ash, and Caden Neal. Birthdays for tomorrow are Amberlyn Shockey, Mercedes Holcomb, Alexis Russell, and Micah Morris. Happy birthday. I'm Lucas.
And I'm Carter.
And that's all for CHS Today.